Hi everybody, it's Dale Hanks with Coldwell Banker Real Estate Services in Murrysville. It's a beautiful weekend, April the 10th, 5 days away from everybody's favorite day, and that's April 15th, tax deadline day, which is what I wanted to talk to you a little bit about today. I've read online that there's some confusion from people who bought houses in 2009 as to how they go about actually receiving the money from the government. And what you have to do is keep in mind that it is a tax credit, which means that you actually have to file your tax return to receive the tax credit. Now, what we're finding out this year is that after 2008's tax credit, the IRS is tightening up very drastically on the documentation that you need to be eligible for this tax credit. Evidently, after the first year, they found that there were some 70,000 fraudulent tax returns filed claiming the tax credit, including a famous one where a 4-year-old boy was receiving the tax credit for a home that he purchased. So obviously a lot of fraud. The IRS has tightened up drastically on what's required. Now, what I wanted to talk to you about today was that if you had purchased a house in 2009 and are going to be claiming the first time or move up buyer tax credit, you're going to need Form 5405, which is a form that you need to complete and send in along with your 1040 to claim the credit. Now, if you have a 5405 form in your tax return, what that means is that you will not be able to e-file. So if you're using tax preparation software or your tax preparer is using that software, just understand that go ahead and keep using it. Don't throw the software away. It's still good to complete the form, but you will need to snail mail the return. Now, you're also going to need some additional documentation to satisfy your verification of eligibility for this tax credit. Now, what both the first-time home buyer tax credit or the first-time home buyer and the move-up home buyer are going to need is your settlement sheet, or what's commonly known as the HUD-1. You will need that, find that and send that in along with your tax return. You're also going to need a mortgage statement showing that you're paying mortgages on the house that you purchased if you financed the loan. Now, what else are you going to need? You're going to need also an occupancy permit if the house was new construction. And if you're a move-up buyer, you're going to need to verify where and how long you were in the house that you left. Now, what you're going to need for that would be a 1098, Form 1098 from your mortgage lender, or a mortgage interest statement. You're also going to need possibly your property tax returns, your receipts from paying your property taxes, or homeowners insurance receipts. So the tax credit is out there. Thousands of dollars can be received from the government for purchasing a home in 2009, but you're going to need to make sure that you have a pretty good paper trail to be eligible for that. So if you need any specific tax advice, certainly consult your tax professional, because I am not one. But I just wanted to make you aware of some of the changes that you're going to need for filing your return this year. So if you have any questions or comments, please feel free to contact me through my website at www.dalehanks.com, and I hope everybody has a great day.